I use a Brokk descaling arm in cement plants for descaling preheater towers and calciners. When the descaler is operating, the man is outside, away from the falling debris, standing behind the robotic arm in view of the hammer when it's working. The descaling arm is powered by a Brokk 70 unit. The arm and breaker is from the Brokk 70 also. Two types of arms, there is a single and a twin. A single being a single stage extension, a twin being two-stage extension. The two-stage extension will allow you to clean a calciner 30 feet in diameter. The Brokk Descaler is easily manoeuvred. It comes on caster wheels which can be removed. It can be broken down in two halves to fit into a service elevator. It can be lifted up by a crane on the outside of the building. Part of the descaler is the toolbox. This holds all the pieces that we need. It also comes here with a list of all the parts in the box, some pictures to show us how it all is packed up. And in here we have an air-fed mask, comes with 2 batteries and some filters. We also can replace the outside lens on the visor when it gets scratched for a clear view. Our power pack is tucked away neatly in our toolbox, ready for transportation. And it all just comes neatly packed away in one box. Now I am going to extend out the descaling arm to show you how we can disassemble it for going into a service elevator. We release the pressure from the hoses and we then connect the hoses up to the second section of the descaling arm. We extend the second section out just a few inches, enough to get our caster wheel underneath to support this section when we split the machine in two. First of all, we remove this pin which disconnects the hydraulic cylinder internally from this section of the descaling arm. We then place a caster wheel here to support this section. And on this section we put another caster wheel to balance it also. To push it apart, we place a piece of timber here and we use our chisel to separate the two machines. Now once we have the two sections separated, we retract the inner cylinder. The outer section of the robotic arm is now free to wheel into a service elevator. It comes in at the dimension of just 10 feet in length, and the main section is roughly 9 feet in length, which is adequate for any service elevator. As part of maintenance, the arm needs to be broken in two like this and washed out and vacuumed out to avoid any wear on the nylon slides. They can also be sprayed with a light oil like WD-40 with no grease. We are now going to reassemble the arm after we take it out of the service elevator before we put it into the vessel that we are going to clean. We now attach a sling to retract the boom back together. This sling also comes in the toolbox. We will use the breaker point to pull the sections back together. So now we place the pin back in. We now retract the boom and is ready to lift into position. To install it in the side of a vessel, you need to cut a window and then you make a frame around the window to support your vessel. The size of this window can be anything from 1 meter square to 1.4 square. This is a one-time application. It will be used for future cleaning of the vessel. The descaler is anchored down on 3 points and is held on by 3 pins. These also can be adjustable in height. Chains and binders are also used to anchor the machine down to hold it in a steady position while being operated. There's also a stabilizer to the left and to the right of the machine and one on top, which is a very important stabilizer. We now will show the machine extending out. This is the first section of the twin descaler arm. When the first section is extended fully, we stop the machine, release the pressure, and we now change the hoses over to extend the second extension. Now with the hoses connected, we can start extending out the second extension. The hammer will rotate 360 degrees, and with a 6-foot chisel, the descaler can clean a vessel up to 30 feet in diameter. The key aspects of the Brokk Descaler are, number 1, safety. It eliminates having to put people into confined spaces or hazardous areas. Number 2, it saves on labour. And number 3, the speed that a vessel or preheater tower can be cleaned down and put back to work again.